Mollie Doctrow, and I'm an artist in residence at Studio Channel Islands. My main art medium is woodcut prints. Here's an example of one of my woodcuts. The inspiration for much of my work is native habitats, and I especially love all kinds of plants, trees, flowers, and I like to study them in different stages of their growth. Like many of you, I've been social distancing and not getting to some of my favorite places, like the mountains and the deserts and getting out on the hiking trails. But I have been taking lots of walks in my neighborhood and just seeing what's right around the block. There are so many beautiful plants and trees, flowers growing right here in Camarillo that I've started taking pictures. And I wanted to share with you a couple of ways that you could think about creating a nature journal when taking walks in your neighborhood. So the first step is I just took lots of pictures of the plants from different angles and different stages of growth, from the budding leaves and budding flowers, and then the flowers growing full bloom. They make lovely subjects for drawings, and you can draw right in a sketchbook or just use folded sheets of paper, or you can make a pamphlet booklet and work right in the booklet. What I like to do is just take sheets of paper. You can use drawing paper or copy paper and fold it in half and start making a collection of different types of drawings that you can then put together in some kind of notebook. And this is a nice way to work on different types of paper. This is a little heavier paper, a watercolor study, and some pen and ink. Or you can use markers. Markers are really nice to make the drawing stand out. Here's a drawing I made from several of the photos and created a journal page from the budding and flowering stage of the orchid tree. I learned the name of the orchid tree from iNaturalist. I knew when I saw this flower blooming that it looked familiar, but I couldn't remember the name. So a good way to identify some of the plants you might see on your walk is to get one of the apps that help you identify plants. iNaturalist is a really good one where you upload your photograph and you can find out the name of your plant and also any other information about your plant. So a second way that I like to create ideas for woodcuts and other art projects is to collect the leaves from the different plants that I see on my walks. It's really fun to look at the different shapes of leaves and put them in different compositions. I think the leaves themselves are so pretty. So from the leaves, you can then take a rubbing, and I can use separate sheets of paper for my rubbings or work directly in a blank journal. I have a big rubbing crayon on hand, so I'm using that. But Crayola crayons will work just fine. If you're using a Crayola crayon, peel the paper from the crayon, break it in half, and use the side of the crayon for the rubbing. Continue rubbing until you've made a complete rubbing of the entire leaf. The rubbing will show the veins and details of the leaf. Next, I'll add watercolor to make a painting. I'll start with the light colors first, such as yellow, and then add greens and reds and browns. I now have a page for my journal, and I can add other elements such as notes about my walk, the weather, or other drawings that will complete the picture. Now you have a few ideas for how to make artwork for your nature journal, using your own photographs for drawings and the leaves you collect for rubbings. Learn more about your leaves by looking at a leaf chart. You can find a leaf chart on the Studio Channel Islands website where you'll find this video. If you have any questions, you can send me an email, and you can find my email on my website, doctrow.com. Thanks for watching. Happy walking, happy art making, and stay well.